Hello. Hey, how you doing? I hope you are safe, happy, and well. Ryan J here. Got my coffee and cream, of course. Actually, this is a coffee and cream episode, but I titled it, The Seasons Are Changing. Does your body change? Like, that was a question I was really pondering today. Really pondering. And I was like, you know what? Oh, here's how I came to think of that. I'm in Minnesota, so man, within the last 3 days, like stuff has happened. The weather has changed. It's no longer actually summer anymore. Thus, you will be seeing me in beanies for the next 9 months or something like that. So with that being said, and my realization that yes, I have to wear beanies now because I'm a bald guy and it's now chilly out, I was like, if seasons change, I wonder if my body changes as well. And is there a seasonal type flow to it? Because we're talking about laws of nature. So, I don't know. The laws of nature, seasons change. Well, laws of nature also affect us. So I Googled it, and here's what I came up with. And this is from Science Daily. So, Science Daily, I've never heard of it before, but the information that I gathered, it seems like really legit and seems to make sense. So, seasons and metabolic change. Well, yes, in fact, the seasons do affect one, and I found this interesting. It does affect your attitude. It affects your mood and behavior, so your attitude. Plus, it also affects how you metabolically use calories. All right, so let's put it in simple terms like this, easy to understand. Bears hibernate. Okay, bears hibernate. So before they go into their hibernation stage, which is like sleeping all winter, they tend to eat as much caloric intake as they can to get big and fat for their winter slumber, hibernation, okay? So their metabolic process is storing the fat, and that increases their insulin to boost fat production. Well, lo and behold, it happens to us as well. Now, we're not bears, nor do we hibernate, but the same trigger in our brain happens to us. Okay? So we're producing more insulin production, which boosts fat production. And that's like biological. Nature does that. Now, it varies depending on your distance from the equator. All right. I'm in Minnesota, so yeah, it's probably going to be a little bit different than if I lived in Mexico or if I lived in Ecuador. Ecuador, the country named after the equator. All right, the metabolic difference is going to be, it applies, but it's still prevalent in our prehistoric brains. Okay. Okay, here's a study. Now this is a study done for the mood and behavior aspect. Maybe you've heard of the term winter blues. Well, that's a real thing. So these scientists and study guys in Finland studied over 8,000 people over the age of 30 and found that 56%, so that's over half of the study group, was afflicted by the winter blues, or kind of a depressed state. Now, whether that was sunshine activity or you name it, or take into account the Finland, kind of not close to the equator, we can agree. So the extra production of insulin and getting fatter. So, like if you get fat, you really don't feel good about yourself. Is that a correlation to the winter blues? I don't know. I would have to guess yes. That affects it. Your self-confidence and how you feel about yourself. And if you look good naked in front of a mirror, or if you're a little bit chubby, I know it affects me. So, but is that the main thing of how you look? I don't think so. I think there was more to it than that. So to wrap it all up, just be aware that it's nature. It is within the laws of nature that this is going to happen to you. So when you realize that, now you can take into account to not be so hard on yourself, to give yourself a little bit of benefit of the doubt. Because you gain a couple extra pounds during winter time, well, it's pre-programmed in you. So just realize that. And if you really, really don't like that, then here was the thing that they mentioned in the study that offset that 56% winter blues. It was regular exercise, and that should come as no shocker. Regular exercise. So I found that quite interesting, and I hope that brought you value, and I hope it brought you like a little bit more understanding of the process of things. Your body's going to change, your mental well-being is going to change seasonally. As the seasons change, you're going to change as well. When you realize that, embrace it. Now you're talking about being self-aware and how to combat that. Speaking of something that's going to help you out, if you want to raise your hand and be a part of this, the 13th, so that's this Sunday, I'm doing a 60-hour challenge. Let me invite you to change your life, how you view food, change your metabolism in 60 hours. At the end of the 60 hours, you're going to feel great. You're going to feel refreshed, rejuvenated. Your mind's going to be clear. Your vision is going to be sharper. I've done it several times, and I guarantee this. This Sunday, starting at about 8 o'clock my time, I'm in Central Time Zone. If you want to raise your hand and be part of the 60-hour challenge, type it into the comments. Get at me in a DM or however you need to get a hold of me, and be like, you know what, Ryan J., I'm ready for this. Bring it, buddy. Bring me some. And we'll do it together. I'm excited. I know how beneficial it's been for me the last, 10 times, 12. I'm not sure how many times, but every single time there's a new breakthrough, a new takeaway, and new information that I learn about myself. So that's awesome. Again, don't be too hard on yourself. Practice some self-love. I'll speak to you soon. Till next time, Ryan J., stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy, and of course, make it an epic day.